There's a gnawing feeling creeping in, isn't there? That voice in your head that whispers, sometimes shouts, that maybe this whole game you're playing as an angel investor isn't exactly what you signed up for. Not the grind you imagined. It feels like you're stuck in a maze where every move is only about who's ahead on the ladder, who's got the flashiest boardroom, the most Instagram likes, the biggest cocktail party story, or the most polished LinkedIn profile. It hits deep. Because you thought this was about transformation, about powering the edge, about fueling the next real breakthrough. But here you are, tangled in something that smells more like a status contest than a revolution. That nagging suspicion. Are you just playing a game to show off or building something that lasts? It's painful. It's exhausting. Every call, every pitch, every handshake, you wonder if it's about the startup's real potential or just the signal it sends about you. The truth is, this world, this so-called freedom you're supposed to be living, makes it easy to slip into the trap. It rewards conformity disguised as success and slaps a mask of progress over sameness. And if you're honest, sometimes you feel complicit. Are the rounds you're funding just pieces on the chessboard of status? Are you chasing headlines and seats at exclusive tables more than actual impact? That's a cold place to be, staring into the reflection of yourself and not recognizing everything you once vowed to build. But here's the brutal truth, and it's one many overlook. Breaking free from this is not about playing the game better. It's about changing the game completely, not tweaking the perimeter fences, but turning the map upside down. The discomfort eating away at you? That's your soul alerting you that you belong somewhere else, somewhere raw, real, and relentless, somewhere where the only currency is grit and vision, not applause or accolades. This is why what you do as an angel investor can no longer be about the noise, the shallow metrics, or the comforting rules handed down by tired systems that have forgotten how to innovate. It's about something deeper, a fierce reclaiming of purpose. Imagine this. What if every dollar you invested screamed defiance against the predictable? What if your support didn't simply nudge founders toward more polished pitches, but fueled them to obliterate conventions, to shatter the cages that society built around them? What if your reputation wasn't built off being one of the cool kids or the guy with the Rolodex, but on being the unrelenting spark behind those ready to burn their past to ashes and write new rules from the edge? That would be more than investing. That would be setting the stage for liberation. The liberation of ideas, of people, of futures that refuse to be optimized into mediocrity. This isn't just lofty talk, it's actionable. It starts with a ruthless honesty, cut through the ego-driven distractions. Every time a startup or founder comes in your orbit, peel back the layers and ask, are they here because of the glare or because of the grit? Because the world desperately needs those who hunger to change fundamentally, not those who are here just to be seen. Next, challenge your own motives with surgical precision. When you're tempted to invest to boost your profile, to gain entry to an elite club, or to chase prestige, acknowledge it and veto it. That urge is a poison that dilutes your power and chains you to a hollow legacy. Then, dig deeper into the impact you can create. Move beyond the financial returns and evaluate how every decision and investment casts ripples through communities, industries, and the human spirit. Seek out those founders who aren't asking for your money just to build a company. They're yearning to build a movement, an ecosystem, a revolution. Back them, elevate them, bet everything on their audacity, because those are the sparks gifted to shake foundations. Remember, true value doesn't come from playing safe. It thrives on challenging every comfortable assumption in the room. Another powerful shift isn't just about who you invest in. It's about what you refuse to invest in. Resist the pull of fitting in with tired trends or the latest hot sectors. The temptation to clone what's already working dulls the future. What if you channeled that courage of yours to pioneer the unknown instead, into ideas and people dismissed by others because they don't look polished enough or don't sizzle in a spreadsheet? What if the lost, the overlooked, the unproven were precisely where the next frontier hides? There's gold in rejecting the status quo, alchemy in backing the marginalized visionaries, and that's where your legacy breathes life. And here's the secret weapon few dare to wield: patience. The system worships overnight wins. The spotlight loves speed. But what real change demands is time. The gritty, unglamorous, unwavering commitment to the long game. What if you trained yourself not to be seduced by short cycles of hype, but instead built a portfolio, a network, even a mindset that nurtures transformation over years, decades? That kind of patience is a rebellion against the shallow hustle. It's a declaration that you're here to build enduring power, not momentary fame. It also means embracing discomfort without flinching. This path won't be comfy. You'll be forced to question your own biases, your own patterns of chasing validation, and the uses of your influence. You'll confront founders who challenge every one of your assumptions and might even refuse to fit your neat boxes. Sometimes, they'll push you into unknown territory where your experience feels less like an asset and more like a liability. But this tension, that edge, is where the fire resides. Lean into it. Use it as fuel to refine not just your portfolio, but your purpose. This is how you transcend being an investor and become a true liberator of potential. And don't forget this: your power lies in being selective with your company. The few you align with will either lift you higher or pull you into shadows. Find those who burn with the same fire, who are unafraid to dishonor comfort, to disdain easy answers, to face failure as fuel for growth. Those rare compañeros will become your true allies in this quest. Together, you're not just building startups, you're crafting a counterculture, a resistance to the bland, to the obedient, to the mediocre. It's this network, this alliance of fire starters, that will amplify your impact beyond any single deal. Above all, harness a mindset grounded in sovereignty. Your will, uncompromised and unbending, is your mightiest weapon. No system, no trend, no flattering spotlight can own your truth unless you give it away. Stand firm, question every rule that feels like a cage, and rewrite the script for what investing and indeed success could be. This is about owning your real freedom, the dangerous kind that doesn't seek permission but demands transformation. If it's hard to hear this, that's because reality so often seduces you into thought patterns that are safe, small, and silent. The world tries to make you forget that you are not just funding companies. You are a force capable of shifting cultures, igniting movements, and unleashing futures that bend the arc of history itself. Stop being a pawn in the status game. Stop settling for a seat at a table when you were born to build your own kingdom where the rules are different. Remember, this fight is not for everyone. It's for the few who feel that unbearable fire coiled inside, that secret tension that refuses to be silenced by speeches or small wins. It's for those who would rather burn than bow to the convenience of conformity, who choose risk over comfort, truth over popularity, and transformation over mere transactions. If that voice inside you won't let you rest, it's because you were born to transcend. So now, where to begin? Stop investing in noise. Start amplifying essence. Question every old habit. Look in the mirror and demand honesty. Seek founders whose cause is courage, not comfort. Bet on visions that scare you a little because they threaten the system you know. Build patience for the dangerous slow dance of change, and surround yourself with those who will never let you sell out. This is the real revolution, the one you can wage every day from the edge, quietly but ferociously. This is how you stop being just another player in status games and become the spark that burns down cages for good. The game itself was never made for you, but you can make the next one different, true, and unshakable. It starts now, and it starts with one simple choice. Will you keep playing the game, or will you rewrite it?